Stasis, I found a letter which I wrote to my father, and I would like that you shoot me because I have a story to tell. And I would really love to share this story with you. It starts with the letter that I wrote to my father in 2011 on 10th of September. And I will never forget how I wrote this letter. It says, Daddy, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna take this bike and I'm gonna ride with this bike from Chalkida to Ravensburg, my hometown. Your son, Alexandros, 10th of September 2011. I have no idea how this coffee came here, but anyway. The letter is here, I'm here, and I would love to share something with you. The story is that everything is possible. And I remember when I took this bike and I said to my friends in Chalkida, hey guys, I'm gonna take this bike and I go to Athens, Patras, Italy, and I will go to Ravensburg. Most of the people around me, they were like, you have no money, it's not possible, no, you will have a flat tire, where are you gonna sleep? So there were a lot of people saying no, no, no. But as more people told me no, 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 I said to myself, what? I believe in this. I know that it's possible. So I drove to Athens. I made it to Athens. I will never forget the feeling reaching in Athens and having the first night's sleep in a tent. And I will never forget the next day going to Patras. And that was the first big challenge that I had. And I want to tell you why everything is possible. Because when I stayed in Patras, I saw all the trucks and I said, okay, the ticket is 100 euro to go to Italy. And I have 73 euros in my pocket. So I don't want to spend all of my money for that ticket to Italy. So I'm gonna clean the windows of the trucks. And when I started to clean the first window, I asked the truck driver, he was from Patras, and he brings stuff to Italy. So I said, hey, can I clean please your window? And then you give me 2 euros because I'm on a trip and this would help me a lot. He said, if you want, clean. I will never forget that. I put my music in my ears, it was part of Stella, and I was cleaning this window like it would be my dream job. I loved what I did because I knew why I do it. So he gave me 2 euros, I went to the next truck, and the guy started to say, wait, we eat now all, and then tell us a little bit what you do, man. And I told them my story, and I told them that I want to cycle to Ravensburg with the bike of my father. And I spread a lot of good energy because I reached from Chalkida to Patras, which is a lot of kilometers, and I never cycled before. So when these guys heard that I do this with so much passion, they said, hey man, stop to clean this window. Just here, take 5 euro, 2 euros. They wanted to give me all that money for the ticket. And I said, no, I don't want your money. I want to give you something better. Let me clean your window, and later I will buy with your money the ticket. So it took me 1 day to clean all of these trucks. The next day I went to Minoan Lines. They already knew who is this Alexandros who came from Chalkida by bike. I bought a ticket, and the captain of Minoan Lines came to me and said, hey, I would like to make you a favor because it's very impressive what you do with your bike. I would like to give you the helicopter place that you can put your tent. I felt so strong because when I was sleeping in the night, I opened my tent, and some people of you, they pay for a 5-star hotel, and I had millions of stars above my head. So I was full of energy, and I reached in Venice. And the moment I reached in Venice, I swear, I knew everything is possible. I started in Chalkida, I'm now in Venice. So I take this nice bike, a little bit luggage on the back, first gas station, and what happened? 2 police guys, they want to check who is this guy, blah, blah, blah. I cannot even speak Italian. So they say, hey, you want espresso? I said, yeah, sí, claro, espresso. 1, 2, and he starts to talk about music. Carl Cox in Ibiza, Marco Carola, exactly what I listened to, because he heard from my headphones that I listened to techno. So we changed music, we talked about music, 1 espresso, 2 espresso. I think in the end I had 10 espresso. I was so on energy that I took this bike and I said to the police guys, how I can go to Germany? And they said, no Germany, Slovenia, Trieste, Bene, it's perfect there. So I said, okay, let's go to Slovenia. I had no idea where Germany is. I just cycled to Trieste. They didn't tell me that it goes like this, and they never told me that it would be 180 kilometers, which was possible because in my mind, I said to myself, it's possible. I will cycle, I'm gonna make it happen. And now, when I reached in Trieste, actually in Opicina, there's something that many people ask me about my bike trips. They said, where did you eat and where did you sleep? And I can give you a very nice example in Opicina. In Opicina, I went full exhausted from this bike trip to a small restaurant, and I saw they need help. They were running left and right with their daughters and the family. The mother was cooking in the kitchen. And I realized, okay, let your bike there, put it on the side and help them to clean, make the table ready, make the chairs nice. And for 1 hour, I was helping these people without speaking with them. They just said, mille grazie, è bello, and after 1 hour, everything was calm, and they said, mangiare. And I ate with them. I could not even speak. So what I learned from that lesson is, if you help somebody, if you really do it because you want to help, help is coming back. You're gonna attract the right things if you help from your heart. I helped these people, they gave me food and they gave me a place to sleep. I will never forget that. And this is an answer which I give you all the time. If you do something good, life will reward you. There's coming back the good things that you deserve. So next day, again a few espressos, I cycled full of energy to Slovenia. I saw the sign Slovenia and I crossed this highway with so much energy because for me it was like clear, everything is possible. I started in Halkida, I made it to Patras, I cleaned the trucks, I made it to the boat, to the ferry. I started in Venice to cycle to the border of Slovenia. I'm now here, I'm entering Slovenia. It's possible, and I still have 50 euros in my pocket. And when I cycled to Slovenia, I was so in my dream about everything is possible. I rode this bike through the border and I didn't realize that I'm on the highway. So when I entered the highway, I was like, wow, this street is so perfect and everything is just so fast next to me. And when I crossed the tunnel, I was like, oh man, Alexandros, you're on the wrong way. That is not where you should be with your bike. But in Greece, it happened already to me. And the Greek police is a little bit more relaxed. They say, hey, mangas, kind of nice guy. Go a little bit away from the highway because this is not nice what you do. But we are now in Slovenia. And at that time, Slovenia was entering the European Union or was pretty fresh. So my Greek DNA style telling them like, when the police came, hey, brother, how are you? They were like, Robocop, I'm not your friend. Please give me your passport. I remember that because Robocop was one of my most favorite movie, and I was like, whoa, this guy is pretty serious. I will have trouble now. So what happened is, I gave my passport. He directly took the passport. I was like, what he's doing with my documents? I was scared. And he told me, in a book, he told me the law of Brussels and Europe that I pay 150 euro penalty. So for a guy sitting there with 50 euros in the pocket, getting a penalty, you cannot imagine what happened, but I started to cry. I cried like a baby. So the guy left with my passport in the car, with the paper which tells me that I get my passport back in Ljubljana, in the capital of Slovenia. And I stayed with my bike on the highway, on the road, next to a gas station, and I cried. I was like, oh my God, they took my passport. And a woman came to me. She was like afraid that something happened. And I will never forget, she came over my shoulder. What happened? Star, what happened with you? I said, oh, they took my passport. And she looked at me, I will never forget that. And she said, what, you cry like a pussy because they took your passport? And I was like, also joining her to laugh. I was so happy that she's like funny, and I was like, she's right, nothing happened. I'm gonna cycle now to the capital of Slovenia, to Ljubljana, and I get my passport back. I will do everything what is necessary to get my passport back, because giving up is not a solution. So I cycled through Postojna, beautiful landscape, to Ljubljana, and I entered the Greek embassy because I was like, they will help me. But the problem is, if you enter like a Greek guy with flip-flops and brown and hair back and a little bit too cool, the embassy in Ljubljana, they're gonna tell you, man, stop a little bit. What are you doing here like this? I said, hey guys, I entered the highway with my bike, I'm from Halkida. They were like, sorry, everything tomorrow, because in 20 minutes we have an ambassador from Athens here in the office and I don't want that he sees you like this. Please come tomorrow. So I was going out and I saw all the trees in Ljubljana full of apples. So I said, until the Greeks will help me, I'm gonna pick these apples and I'm gonna sell them on the market. I will tell people my story and try to sell my apples. The reality is, nobody wanted my apples. They wanted my story. And again, with the truck drivers, the same. I told them like my story. I wanted to give an apple. I said, if you want to help me, 2 euros would be enough. You can have apples, whatever you want. We stay in contact. If you come one day to Halkida, I'm gonna show you around. I'm gonna invite you for a coffee, but now I need your help. And when you tell people that you need support and you give something back and you tell them the real story that you live, people always will help you. And it was the same again in Ljubljana. It's the same in Patras on the port. People started to give me a little bit money. They said, okay, I want to support you that you continue your bike trip because you need to pay your passport. The next day, the embassy called at the police station and fixed the paper to make half penalty. Instead of 150 euro, 75 euros. I paid my penalty, I continued to Austria. And there's a lot of moments on the way to Austria where I realized again, if you help other people from your heart, they're gonna help you too. So when I made it happen, when I entered Germany, and I remember I have a picture with like the sign of Germany, and I'm so proud of myself that I did it from Chalkida to Kyoto, from Kyoto to Patras, from Patras with the ferry to Italy, Trieste, Slovenia, and then entering Germany, and then also all the way to Ravensburg. I remember the feeling when I came to the street where I grew up. I saw myself packed with that stuff on my bike. I saw myself in this small street, playing football when I was a kid, playing basketball, dreaming about going to the moon, that everything is possible. And when I was on that bike at that day, reaching Ravensburg, as an adult, coming all that way along here, I felt that, yes, it's in our mind. We should believe in ourselves. It's important that you believe in your dreams, in your ideas, and that you believe in the power of your thoughts. This is what brings me here to Ravensburg by bike with my 75 euros in my pocket. I made it. And the message that I want to spread with this video is, everything is possible if you believe in yourself. Open the door in your mind to say, I can make it. And you will attract the right things. So I'm very thankful that you took the time to watch this long video. I'm very thankful for your time. And I'm gonna end this video with the message that I want to spread. Everything is possible.